There is nothing scarier than a South African public hospital. They are the P. Diddy's of this country. They are the Vince McMahons of the sector you call the public healthcare system. Not only are they as dirty as how my mom described my water bottle this morning, but they are just as corrupt. Let me put you on game real quick. So as I was doing my regular Monday average Joe's got nothing to do research, I came across the fact that in the 2023-2024 financial year, South Africa spent approximately 252 billion rand on the healthcare system. That is 13% of South Africa's national budget. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means that's 13% of the amount of money we have in this country, apparently. They spend 13% of the amount of money South Africa has made this year on the healthcare system. Imagine if you were given 252 billion rand, the amount of problems that would be solved. But in this case, in the public hospital, it's not. The public hospitals in South Africa are like the urban legend you tell your kids at the campfire at night. No matter how much money you pump into these so-called sectors, they're just gonna come out worse than when they came in. Almost like a poo. Anyway, as I was doing this research just to show you and put you on game, I'll put it right here. And what you also notice is that I'll put also the flaws that face public hospitals, right? I'm sure there's many flaws you face too. And all the flaws I'm showing here are probably flaws you've experienced as well. Me too. I'm not perfect. I've experienced many flaws in the hospital. One of them being just how dirty it is outside. It doesn't even have to be a complicated flaw. Has anyone else noticed how dirty it is outside? And then the moment you get inside, places like Liratong Hospital and Helen Joseph. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. Charlotte Makleke. Tell me about it. Have you seen how dirty those places are inside? Tissues, papers lying around. They are sick people, people that are sick to the bone. The last thing they need is to inhale any of those toxins. You don't know who touched that. You don't know what sickness the other person who left that has. And there's nobody to clean it up. Everyone just walks past it. The security guards walk past the dirt. The nurses walk past the dirt. You want to know who else walks past the dirt? The fucking doctors. Another thing about the public hospitals is the long waiting lines. Oh my goodness. Have you guys also seen the thing of, like, for example, you get in the hospital. So I got in the hospital once, and this person was seriously sick. Seriously sick. I think it was some terrible infection, right? And she's there. It's a young person. It's not old, but you could see she is in terrible condition. She looked 20 years older than she was supposed to be. I'm telling you. She was just lying like this on her mother's lap. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I came in there at the time at Liratong Hospital to bring my friend in, right? It's 2 a.m. And she's lying there, sick as ever. She's in the queue. That's why she's lying there. She's in the queue. And she's gonna wait until she is accepted. That's if she's accepted to be treated. Because she could just have waited, and then they could have told her when she was there that, I'm sorry, we don't have the solution for this. Go to this hospital. I wasn't there for the entire thing. Who knows what they could have told the poor girl? I just hope she just came out of there okay. I hope she came out of there alive, for gosh sakes. Some people wait there from 1 to 6 months. And I'm not even joking. It's a stat. I'm going to show it right here again. Some patients reportedly wait up to 6 months just to get treatment in these public healthcare hospitals. And you're going to say, yeah, because it's overloaded and everything. But that's the thing. That's exactly my point. If you know these places are overloaded and there's so much money pumped into them, then why aren't you doing anything with that money? Where is that money going? That money is for the public hospital. 80% of South Africa's population goes to a public hospital. That's the harsh reality of this place. It's just how bad it's gotten. There is no middle class anymore. There is no. 80% of South Africans go to public hospitals. And this is the result. We wait in line. I'm sorry, sir, he just had a heart attack. Well, wait in line then. I'm sorry, sir, she is dying from type 2 diabetes. Well, wait in line then. We're still treating someone who got his arm chopped off by robbers outside. Wait in line. That's the point. They don't give a shit about you. Wait in line. Damn it. Can't you see how busy the nurses are? You know how hard it is to treat all these patients? You know how hard it is to receive minimal pay for treating all these sick people who could make me sick too in this month? You know how hard it is? I don't even get enough salary around here, let alone stay here. I don't even want to be here. I'm just here for the money. I just want to get paid. And then you're going to come and tell me to treat all these people in the queues. Screw you. Gosh damn it. It's literally what it's gotten to. That's literally a public hospital nowadays. I'm not even going to get into how rude some of the staff can be, how rude some of the old nurses can be. Do you trust the nurses in your nearby public hospital? If your parent or your sibling was very sick and they had to be left in a public hospital because you just don't have the money to take them to the private hospital, are you okay with leaving them in the eyes of the nurses and so forth? If you are, then you should watch this video that's titled "This Hospital is Scary," because I spoke of a hospital that left a months-old baby unattended to die, and they realized it was dead a few times after. They didn't realize immediately. They came to when they finally decided to check on the baby, when they finally decided to stop procrastinating, then they decided to go and check on the baby. And just watch the entire video. I talk about the details in this video. I talk about how disgusting it was, how the parents think they failed the baby, and how the hospital should be sued for millions. But then again, watch that video. This video is just telling you about how scary the public hospitals are and exactly the harsh reality people who go to public hospitals face. And it's not even brought out at all. You keep hearing about different things in the news. Things like these, and I say this all the time. I've said for months now, maybe even years since I started content creation, I've said for years now that one of the many things that are left unattended by the South African news headlines is the impact faced on public hospitals, the homeless, youth unemployment, you name it, including teenage pregnancy. When there's teenage pregnancy and they go to a public hospital to get treated, that pregnant teenager who's about to give birth must wait in line. Sometimes she'll give birth in the parking lot. It's just how bad it gets. Okay, I could go very deep into this harsh, mushy, fungi-like rabbit hole they call public hospitals in South Africa. But this video can only go for so long, right? I can only have so much of your time. So I might as well give this video to you in the best way possible, the nice, sweetest, and shortest way possible. And that's telling you about the harsh realities you face. Share as well the scary stories you faced in public hospitals. Tell me in the comment sections. Let's talk. Subscribe while you're at it. Like and subscribe. Tell me the scary things you've seen in hospitals. Tell me things you question. Of course, speaking of things you question, who can forget the Life Esidimeni tragedy? Tragedy. No one can forget that. I don't even want to go to detail because I don't even know if this video is going to get monetized anyway. So if I get into that, how do I even know this video is not even going to get cancelled? When I was admitting a friend in Leratong Hospital that very night, there was something very scary my cousin and I saw. So we had to go through a certain ward that had all the mentally ill patients, right? It was at night and they were sleeping. And as we were about to enter that place looked as dark as how the asylum would have looked like in Gotham, where they have Joker and Bane and the Penguin and all those crazy people in the Batman, the Brave and the Bold series. Just think of that. Think of how a mental asylum would look like in Gotham. And that is what we saw. And he springed off the floor, like how Sonic springs off the floor when he jumps in the video games, or like how Mario and Luigi spring off the games at Super Smash Bros. He was so terrified because what we saw is that in the far depths of the corridor that wasn't even lighting at all, we saw a figure walking so slow in white garments. He genuinely thought that was a ghost. But it turns out when the security guard decided to turn on the light, it was a patient who went to use the bathroom and came back. Why he switched off the light? I don't know. Maybe it's because they're sleeping and so forth. But switching off the light while on duty, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's just me again. I don't know everything. Tell me what you think. And speaking of that, you might as well subscribe right now because I don't know when I will get cancelled. You might wake up tomorrow morning and you find out this channel doesn't even exist because guys like me who tell the truth don't really last that long on YouTube. We fall under the thing they call cancel culture because they want us to be slaves. There is no free speech on the media, South Africa or whatever you call it. There is no such thing as free speech. So please subscribe while you edit. It helps me more than you think. It makes the algorithm push my content more even though it doesn't want to. And that's why I want you to subscribe so that more people can hear this, so that this can actually be brought forth. That's what we need. That's what we want right now. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about this time today. Goodbye.